Hey, what is up, everybody? Reaper here, and we are going to play some more Alan Wake Remastered, because why not? It's New Year's Eve, so happy New Year's Eve. Figured do this before everybody gets too smashed to know what they're doing. Personally, I don't care about New Year's. To me, it's just another day. I guess I get the whole mentality of New Year's, but it's just not for me because I don't drink. I don't care. I'll probably be in bed by 10 o'clock because I gotta work tomorrow. So, hey, Double Knees, what's up? Yeah, we're gonna start in a minute. Check something real quick. But yeah, I thought about just holding off till tomorrow, but I'm like, screw it. I was watching the Chiefs and Bengals game. Chiefs scored. I'm like, all right, I'm done with this. I'm just gonna play something. So, Alan Wake Remastered it is. Alright, let's get going. For those that have not played it, it's a very story-heavy game with a lot of action. Kind of plays almost like a Max Payne game, if they would have did Max Payne 3, which I really wish Remedy would have did it.
Oh. Jeez, Mr. Takes a swing at everybody. This is not her fault. She's a very nice girl and, more importantly, a fan.
So the whole premise so far is Alan Wake and his wife came to this Bright Falls for vacation. Alice kind of pissed off Alan because she wants him to write because that's his job. He's apparently on a 2-year writer's block. She went missing. A kidnapper called, said, hey, I got your wife. Come here at like midnight-ish. So here we are. And we're also being attacked by dark creatures of the night called the Taken, which apparently have a weakness to light. So it's a literal light versus dark story.
Al, what you were saying in the car, just listen to yourself. What, you shot a guy and his body just disappeared? When was the last time you slept? What, are you high? Have you been drinking?
No! Look, Barry, I'm missing a week, and someone's got Alice.
Do you understand what it sounds like when you say stuff like that? Don't get me wrong, it's a good story, could be a bestseller. But when you start confusing fiction with reality, you're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm.
Wait here.
Some of the voice acting isn't exactly the best, but I can't say much because English is just hard. Reminds me of Silent Hill 2 every time I hear that noise. The door being locked.
Easy there, boy. I'm almost done.
Yo, you puppy.
Hey, Rusty, right? You rent cabins.
Oh, Mr. Wake. I'd shake your hand, but mine are kind of full here. Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Okay, sure. What happened?
Crazy poachers. Max here got his foot caught in a trap. They're illegal to use here. Hell, you're not supposed to hunt within the park at all. But that doesn't stop some lowlifes. Hell, at least Max is gonna be okay. He got lucky.
Oh, poor puppy.
Max is still groggy from the shot I gave him, and I'd rather not leave him alone just yet. The form's on the desk across from the mammoth skeleton.
Again, this would be a really fun place, I feel, to visit for a vacation.
We're almost done here.
Nice and scenic.
Seriously, Al.
Beautiful
you can't
nature.
Just go and meet a kidnapper? Those situations always end up in disaster. You gotta talk to the cops.
She's my wife, and it's my call. Can we talk about this later?
Gotta go to the cops!
If you're trying to pull a joke on me, freak me out, it's working. Ha ha, let's have a laugh on Barry. Well, you had me going there real funny, Al. You can quit it now.
I think this is the form you wanted.
And here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here.
He just randomly has the keys in his
Tell me how
pocket.
to get to Lover's Peak.
Oh, sure. It's at the end of the nature trail. Just follow the paths, you'll get to it eventually. It's an easy walk. Nice spot, too. If you have any trouble finding it, just keep your eyes on the radio mast. It's right below that.
Look, Al, you're asking me to believe that you shot
He's
a
still
dude
going
who
on
went
about this.
into thin air, a guy who was bulletproof until you pointed a flashlight at him. You hear that from people who end up spending time in padded rooms, strapped to their beds, wearing white shirts with too long tangled up sleeves, and eating a healthy diet of pills. Al, you make cruel jokes about people who believe that kind of stuff.
What is up with Barry's like movements? It's actually
You
it's
gave
like
me an hour-long lecture on
contorting
homeopathy
himself.
last month. What was it? If there's no proof, it's pure bullshit. Period.
Guess the laugh's on me then.
Al, come on. I mean, okay, maybe something weird.
He's really gotta stop doing that. It's kind of
okay?
freaking me out.
Well, thanks for the heartfelt vote of confidence.
All I'm saying is you gotta throw me a bone here, bestseller. What would you think if it was me? There's no way you should be going out at midnight with a gun.
No one asked you to come here, Barry. Either work with me on this or go straight back to New York. Your choice.
One second, because I think I'm gonna make that my thumbnail for this. Is him just move him into his. I don't know, whatever he was doing with his arms. It's kind of freaking me out. Shut up, Barry.
That's just crazy talk, Al. Al? We should go to the sheriff or call the FBI.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her! This is not a goddamn debate, Barry. I'm going to Lover's Peak. He said to come alone.
Okay then. I understand. But you're my best friend and I'm worried that you're not right in the head. Tell me what to do to help and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
Just be careful with the natives, Al. These yokels are dangerous. Everybody hates a tourist, or it'll be deliverance all over again.
It's funny that you have to pick up all these coffee thermoses, and I don't even drink coffee. I do not have a gun yet. Perfect.
I'll wait here, Al. I'll hold down the fort. I'll be with you in spirit every step of the way, Al. Locking the door now.
Lock the door now.
Barry had never gotten along with Alice, but he knew Alan loved her with an almost frightening intensity. And now something had happened to Alice. And here was Al armed with a gun and saying things people got put in padded cells for. It was as if his friend had experienced a massive psychotic episode and was now totally disconnected from reality. It scared the shit out of Barry.
It's one of the other things you get in this game is you get to find the manuscript pages and
keys to the car he rented. It wasn't a long walk to the visitor center, and it wouldn't be any use to me in the forest.
but yeah, you get to pick up the manuscript pages, and it kind of gives you almost like
I
a
knew I should have gone to the cops. This wasn't the smartest
foretelling
thing
of what
I've
might
done,
happen.
But I was still angry with Barry for trying to talk me out of it. These people had called me right in the sheriff's station. The cops wouldn't scare them, and they had Alice.
Again, I don't think I've ever played a bad Remedy game, so this is another fantastic one.
Welcome Welcome back to the show, folks. As promised, our very own Dr. Nelson has just parked his rear end in the studio. Doc, what's your Deerfest plan like?
My plan? You make it sound a lot more organized than I ever seem to manage. No plan, really. Just taking the atmosphere. I'm getting a little too rickety to do much more than that, you know.
Oh, tell me about it. No sack race for us older gentlemen, huh?
Yes, exactly, Pat. But I'm going to check out the parade, of course. And I'll be one of the pie contest judges, too.
Well, that takes a different kind of constitution.
Oh, yeah. It's my kind of exercise.
Now, Doc, seriously, you're in pretty good shape, though. You're the outdoors type. I know for a fact you're an avid fisherman.
That's right. Matter of fact, just caught a heck of a largemouth bass early this morning.
But you're not taking part in the fishing contest?
No, not this year. See, Pat, I'm just not that competitive anymore. Now I just like to take my time and enjoy the peace of it. It's no fun if I need to worry about what I'm catching, you know?
Well, considering your track record, the participants are probably pretty happy you feel that way.
Well, Pat, that's kind of you to say.
Another thing I love about Remedy games is just how they manage to make the whole world feel believable with all the different shows and radio conversations like that. Remedy just knows how to build a very believable world. And I didn't realize it, but apparently I did have my gun. Which is good, because we're going to need it. Or we get to watch another episode of this game's version of Twilight Zone. Be awesome if it did. Yes! See if I can get a better angle at this.
Crime and punishment. The cancer and cure of civilization. But some crimes are impossible to punish, especially in Night Springs. Tonight's episode, The Man in the Mirror.
I freaking love the Twilight Zone.
He's inside, Agent. He's a weird one.
So, you're confessing to killing that guy, huh? Why?
And it coming?
Yeah, but why would you do that? I mean, you're a nice guy. Normal. Took a kid to a soccer game. So how come at the game, you pick a guy and, quoting from the arresting officer's report here, assault the victim's head area repeatedly with the weapon of choice being a pair of bare fists? Wow, that sentence really flows, huh? Maybe you're not the literary type. Okay, so you mess him up. But why? Who was that guy? We couldn't ID him. Why would a guy like you do him like that?
I didn't like his face?
Well, you must have hated it, because you really went to town there. I mean, there's no way to tell what he looked like. No ID on him either.
That must be difficult.
But then we ran the fingerprints. Got a match. Your prints. Identical.
Huh, how about that?
Your son said you were wearing a white shirt when you took him to the game. But the white shirt is on the dead guy.
It's plenty red now.
You won't get away with this.
Do you really think that's in any way relevant to me? I had plenty of time to talk to my boy before the cops arrived, you know? He won't stop screaming, am I right? You think he's ever gonna be okay? I left my mark. Believe me.
You bastard.
What? You gonna shoot me? What's the point? I'm going to prison. You got me.
I don't understand any of this.
And you never will.
That one was just kind of okay. That wasn't one of the better ones. The agent really looked way too young to be doing that job. It looked like he should still be in college or the academy. But who knows? Maybe he rose up through the ranks quickly. Maybe he's one smart cookie. Cookies.
Rose knew that Rusty was in love with her, and she liked him too. She liked him a lot. He taught her to dance, and life had certainly taught her the value of a man who was gentle. He treated her well, made her smile, made her feel good. But Rusty wasn't the prince of her dreams, and that tended to underline the unbearable truth. She was no closer to that Hollywood magic than he was. The air in the visitor center was heavy with an awful smell, as if some rotten drowned thing had crawled up from its grave. Rusty kept coughing blood. My eyes were drawn to the twisted shape of his broken leg. The attack had been vicious. Max whined in his cage. Rusty's eyes were wild with fear and terror. He gasped. "Mr. Wake, it happened just the way it was on that page."
So now we know Rusty's probably gonna get messed up.
The vision left me weak. This was no head injury. Rusty, damn.
Rusty, hang on! Oh God! I'm coming! Please, help me! Anybody? Help me! Help me! Can you hear me?
Alan has less cardio than I do.
Please, help! Back here! I'm back here!
Mr. Wake?
Oh, hell.
It happened just the way it was on that page. I found. Came true. It knew. So dark. It'll come back for me. You must. The lights. In the office. I have the key.
Okay, Rusty. Hang on. I'll be right back. Whatever did this couldn't be far. Rusty had found a page from the manuscript. It would help me understand what...
Ooh, man, his leg is messed up. Ooh, that looks painful. Oh, poor puppy.
Good boy.
A presence so dark. Like the forest at night.
The only way to make sure that Rusty was safe was to get the power running and the lights back on. The visitor center was sturdy, but the impact turned the front of the building into splinters. Rusty was thrown across the lobby like a rag doll and hit the far wall hard. It didn't hurt until he tried to move and saw his leg bend the wrong way, felt the broken ribs stabbing him on the inside. Rusty howled in pain and fear, suddenly afraid to die alone.
So many pages.
At the last instant, I changed direction and threw myself down. The axe splintered the trunk of a tree. I stumbled into the pool of bright light. My lungs burned. I was too exhausted to move. I tensed as I waited for the killing blow, but it never came. I raised my head. Nothing moved in the darkness beyond. For the moment, bathed in the cold light, I was safe. I was too late.
Oh, that's
Someone
not good.
destroyed the circuit breaker. There was no way to get the lights back on. like liquid darkness.
You don't want to step in that crap. Licenses. So the whole premise with the combat is you flash a light at them, which makes them weak, and then you shoot them. Very unique
Something
mechanics.
had torn a mammoth-sized hole in the wall.
And the poor puppy's gone.
Don't feed the animals.
Fishing! Purchase up, Park. License!
I love how English is hard. I love how they speak because it just makes me laugh.
Rusty, no! Never! Two bears and wolves never approach any other closer than
25 yards.
pets must be leashed.
Yeah, at all times.
To remove any sort of historical artifacts from the park.
Artifacts!
This includes even you made.
Oh, he is outside. Oh, hey guys. Ow. Oh, that was way out of my reach. I want to know, like, who just keeps a crate full of 9, or I guess not even 9mm ammo, but 357 cartridges. At a national park, no less. You'd think there'd be, like, hunting rounds or something. Then again, I don't know. I'm not an expert at that kind of thing. Always want to seek out the light. Heals you.
What? What the hell was that? I saw it from the window. I saw something.
Forget about it, Barry. It's just me going crazy.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. You're not crazy. I wish you were crazy, but you're not crazy. Ow, be careful.
Stay in the cabin. Don't open the door for anyone. I mean it. In that last instant of consciousness, Rusty thought about Rose. He was older than she was. Rose was barely out of her teens, but she made him feel young and forget what a train wreck his long-dead marriage had been. He still wore the ring. He'd been waiting for her to tell him to take it off. Now she never would.
Wow, that's depressing. That's real depressing. I don't know why I'm really searching around. I mean, there are things you can find, like ammo caches and stuff like that, but
Lover's Peak was at the far end of the nature trail.
Moonshine Cave, I'm sure some people would be interested in that. Save the shotgun for when I really need it. $100 penalty for feeding wildlife. Jeez. Ah, there's someone behind me.
Nobody in Bright Falls seemed to know where Al was, but Rose, the waitress at the diner, had seen him. From what Barry could tell, Al pretty much fell off the face of the earth when he left the diner. Rose was just the kind of fan that Al hated, but she really tried to help. She was smart too, knew a lot about what was going on in the town, knew a lot about Al, even knew who Barry was. Barry liked her. That was no big surprise. When it came to women, Barry and Al rarely saw eye to eye.
It's not necessarily a bad thing. Drop hazard. Yeah, that's a pretty big drop. Should probably get back to the path. Oh, that's one of the guys that might want the shotgun for. Oh, I hit shift. It's fade. Oh, good. More shotgun ammo. Cafe souvenir shop. We got the visitor center. The visitor center's a little wrecked, though, sir. We're not going to go there. Mostly because we got to get to Lover's Peak anyway. Oh, it was felled. I'm like, oh, it doesn't look like it was felled. Oh, yeah. You do eventually get some stronger flashlights as well, but you don't hold on to them forever. After every chapter, so you have to pick up all your equipment again. So just because you get like a shotgun or rifle, doesn't last. Oops. There's no reason to get a battery involved there. Though I am running out of ammo. You know, I've never run out of ammo. I'm not sure if what'll happen. Guess you just gotta run then.
I turned the corner, afraid of what the flashlight's beam might reveal. Suddenly, a roughly painted symbol of a torch glowed in the light. Behind it, hidden by a rock, sat a battered metal trunk. It was here for a reason. Packed with supplies, batteries, flares, ammo. Things you need to make it through the darkness of the night. Something left behind by someone who knew what I knew, and more.
Guess we're not calling help. Can I drop? I don't know if I can really drop down there. I don't think it would be wise. Oh, well, I'm about to say I guess I'm falling anyway. Pretty sure the game gave me extra ammo when I respawned, so I guess there's that. Do I gotta pick it up again? Bear alert! Oh, that sounds dangerous. Alright, if I'm getting a checkpoint. Alright, looks like this is where I'm supposed to go anyway. I don't think I have to fight any dark bears, but guess we'll find out. What? When in doubt, just use a flare gun. Oh Jesus, another one over here? For your safety, please stay on designated hiking trail. Yeah, I don't think that's safe either. Just a hunch. Oh, this game is awesome. I did get Alan Wake 2, which is the whole reason why I'm playing this. I kind of want to play the original game and maybe American Nightmare. I haven't decided yet. Because I'm really psyched on seeing what Alan Wake 2 is like. I think this, if you buy Alan Wake 2, which I think I got it for like $33 due to Epic having like hidden coupons and stuff, you actually get this game for free. I think I also have it on PlayStation 4 as part of like the PlayStation Plus at some point. I think it was one of the monthly giveaways. And I got the original game when I bought Quantum Break on Xbox. That's how I originally played the game. This is like my third time playing it, I think. And it's so good. This is the remastered version, so I haven't really noticed anything different so far.
Agent Nightingale didn't want to be in Bright Falls. These little communities revolted him, and he didn't like the trees or the coffee. He now knew that impossible horrors lurked behind the storefronts and smiles. He desperately wanted to turn the car around and just drive until he passed out or ran out of road and booze. But he had a job to do. He had a rider to catch, at any cost.
He didn't like the trees or the coffee. God forbid a little small town, well, town, doesn't have good coffee. We all know this is not going to end well. This thing really does not look safe. If someone would ask me to ride one of these, I'd be like, I don't know about that.
Come on, we gotta get moving. More of them coming. That flashlight's kid stuff. The flares will keep the bastards away.
Maybe I like being a kid. Maybe I'd rather have kid stuff.
You can see them too? Hell, of course I see them. Come on, we gotta move. Why?
Where the hell's my pistol?
Because that's the way the story goes.
Yeah, but
Let's move!
I lost my gun back there.
Oh, I've got a gun. Just keep that light steady on him.
It took a moment, but then I recognized him. He'd been on the ferry when I first arrived here with Alice. He knew my name. We were headed in the direction of Lover's Peak. There was no way this was a coincidence. He was the kidnapper.
Come on, Wake. You better keep up.
Oh, hello. You want to shoot him?
Lover's Peak. Right up these stairs, Wake. Use the flares from the emergency box to hold them off while I get these boards off.
Give me the gun.
Yeah, no can do, Wake.
Are you kidding? Give me the gun!
No time for back talk. Hold them off, damn it! Just a little longer. Scare them off.
He's a flare line. Damn. All right, fine.
Get some light on those bastards. That'll keep them off us. Just a little longer. I almost got it.
Yeah, you wanna hurry up there? You think he would, stop prying up the boards and actually, I don't know,
Use the flares
kill some of these guys?
to hold them off while I get these boards off.
Give me the gun.
Yeah, no can do, Wake.
Are you kidding? Give me the gun!
No time for back talk. Hold them off, damn it. Get some light on those bastards. That'll keep them off us. Just a little longer. I almost got it. Okay, it's open. Move it or lose it.
Don't tell me twice.
Oh, you feeling better now, Wake? All cozy and safe.
This guy's a dick.
Better get ready. They'll be on us soon. This is it, Wake. The last stand. There's more flares here. Get ready. We fight them as long as they keep coming.
Give me the goddamn gun! They're coming!
That's not how this goes. Get with the program, Wake. Get some! That's right.
I don't know what you get if you get all the thermoses, but I figured I see him, I'll grab them. Oh, that's not good. One second. Or my echo saying something back to me. Don't know what I possibly could have said to initiate that. Okay, that was actually kind of cool.
Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife?
I knew you were gonna say that. I read it all before. You're a hell of a writer. Congratulations. You're gonna bring about something glorious and terrible once we get you some proper editorial control.
What the hell are you talking about? Where's Alice?
I want the entire manuscript, or she's gonna suffer bad.
You touch her and I'll...
Didn't see that coming.
You're gonna give me the manuscript or you'll be sorry.
No! Come back here! I swear I'll kill you if you hurt Alice! Do you hear me? Come back here!
He had Alice, and he wanted the manuscript because he thought it held some magical power. But I had no manuscript to give him. I had to get back to Barry and figure out my next move. On more than one occasion, Alice had tried to explain to me how it felt to be afraid of the dark. To her, darkness wasn't simply the absence of light, but something more tangible than that. It was something you could touch and feel. Worse than that, it was something with a mind of its own, something malicious and malign. For her, things changed when they were wrapped in darkness. They turned into something else, something foreign, and nothing was safe or innocent anymore. I'd never really understood what she meant, until now.
Yeah, if you were afraid of the dark, this is not really the game for you. Or maybe it is, because you're kind of conquering the dark. I guess it could go both ways. Ah, oh, damn.
Rusty had warned me about these traps. It hurt like hell. I was stuck.
Honestly, I thought that was a manuscript page. Ah, it's a manuscript page. Oh, no, it's not. Ow! Damn it. Crap, 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 crap. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Ow! I should probably just run around him. Oh, that's a lot of them. Yeah, we're not gonna try to shoot every single one. I'll be out of ammo. You don't really get a lot of weapons in this game. You pretty much get like the pistol, a rifle, a shotgun, a flare gun. There's really not much else. But really, you don't need much else. Oh boy. Ah, oh jeez. What's in here? Oh boy. Sweet, sweet light. Sweet, sweet coffee. And manuscript page.
The night had been one desperate situation after another. I was exhausted, and my body felt as though it had been chewed up and spat out. The flashlight was heavy in my hand, and each pull of the trigger sent a painful shock up my arm. But I was finally out of the woods, and things were looking up. That's when I heard the chainsaw.
Chainsaws are never a good sign. It just brings me back to like Resident Evil 4. Am I just jumping down here? I guess.
I had heard the plane fall. It made no sense. It was clear that it had just fallen here, but it was very old and obviously hadn't flown in decades. Looking at it sent a shiver down my spine.
Should be a cache somewhere around here. This is according to that arrow. Maybe not. Oops. Ah, okay. Nope. I thought maybe that's what did that, but... Oh, I see. That's inventive. Wonder if I can turn off the auto switch. Maybe not. So I'm gonna turn the auto switch, because I hate that in games. When you pick up a new weapon and it forces you to switch to the other one. Maybe I don't want to. Maybe I just want to keep using this 357. What the hell hit me? I have no idea what hit me there. I gotta take care of these guys first. They're quick. Yeah, there you guys come over here. In the light. Dare ya! Come on, you pansies! Show yourselves! Now, when I played the original game, I know I never really used batteries. I feel like in the remastered version, they made the flashlight charge slower. I'm cool with that, though. Gives me a reason to actually use the batteries. Plus, I want to see a flashlight that drains batteries this quickly. And when they can replace the batteries that quickly. I feel like every time I try to replace batteries in a flashlight, which doesn't happen often, but when it does, it feels like it takes me like 5 minutes to put them in the right way. Maybe I'm just a moron, which is highly possible. Oh boy. Oh, this isn't good. I do like how there's no crosshair in this game. You're basically using the flashlight for everything.
The logging site was a mess. The modular office had been pushed off the cliff. Deputy Thornton climbed up from the wreckage excited, breathing hard from the exertion. Nobody there. It's weird. Don't you think that's weird? Bored, Mulligan let out a mighty snort. Hell, it's always weird, Thornton. Just a question of sorting out what kind of weird it is this time around.
Always gotta do some kicking.
When Barry saw the darkness attack the visitor center, it made him a believer. The men Al said he'd shot, they hadn't been just locals on crank. Somehow the world had changed, like the channel had been switched without warning. You think you're watching a sitcom, and you're really watching a horror show. When the birds started attacking the cabin, Barry wasn't surprised, just terrified.
I mean, I would be terrified too if all of a sudden random birds would attack a cabin. And we haven't even reached that part of the game yet. But it's coming. Again, foreshadowing. He thinks this place is falling apart.
Be aware of Widowmakers.
The darkness wears her face. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, that wasn't even my fault. I guess it kind of sort of was. I didn't move out of the way quick enough.
Be aware of Widowmakers.
Shadows stirred and the wind picked up as I ran through the forest. I felt the dark presence turning its gaze toward me. Then the moonlight was blotted out by dark shadows that raced violently across the ground, moving too swiftly to be natural. Darkness gathered between the trees and melted again to reveal the Taken. No natural path had brought them here.
That's the hell am I getting out of here? But clearly it's right here. Uh-oh. Ow. Those bigger guys are the ones you want to use the better weapons for. The peons, pistol works fine. Oh boy. When you see the yellow, it means they're recharging their shield, essentially. The ones that recharge, those you want to be careful around them for obvious reasons. They're the ones that just don't want to die.
Barry?
Ow! The porch is covered with birds. They've got all Hitchcock on me.
Stay out of sight. I'm on my way. Don't open the door.
What am I, crazy?
Stay hidden. I'll be there soon. Just make sure you keep the lights on. I still had to reach Barry at the cabin, but at least I was out of the woods.
For now.
I'd have to get the car from the locked garage. It would get me back to Barry faster, and the headlights were a welcome bonus. The FBI agent's command froze me in place. I considered surrender. It was all falling apart anyway. I could give in, let someone else deal with it, but it felt all wrong. Call it instinct, his posture, the way he held the gun. He was no friend. Shots ringing in my ears, I leaped for the hole in the fence and stumbled into the darkness beyond.
Kind of weird place to be keeping hunting rifle ammo in the bathroom.
A story is not a machine that does what you tell it. A story is a beast with a life of its own. You can create it, shape it, but as the story grows, it starts wanting things of its own. Change one thing and you set off a chain reaction of events that spreads through the whole thing. The characters have to be true to themselves. The events need to follow a logic that fits the story. A single flaw and the magic is gone. The story dies. Alice dies.
You can learn about nature and yourself.
How long was this dude like hiding in there? Some bright beams too. Oops. Yeah, you can even boost the vehicle. Alright, where are we going? Vehicle is not infinitely durable. It will break after a while, so. I'm gonna try being at least a little careful. I'm gonna drive a car and have to ram people. I'm gonna want a truck. Controls are not the best. Technically, you don't actually need to drive. You could just walk the entire way, but it's a lot quicker to drive. Although I think we're just gonna be going on foot from here.
The flare gun was probably the best weapon I could imagine against the dark things I was facing.
Thought I heard another one back there.
It was the kidnapper.
You son of a bitch! Where's my wife?
Enough horseplay, Wake. You deliver the manuscript, and you can have your woman back. Simple as that.
I don't... Listen. Listen. I'm gonna need time to finish it. I still need to write the ending. I need... a week.
It's not done?
I need a week.
2 days. The old Bright Falls coal mine is nearby. You can find it easy, city boy. The main building, there at noon. You bring the manuscript, you'll get your wife. If not, well, get me?
Yes, I get you.
It's a lot of birds.
Barry had talked about birds over the phone.
Kind of reminds me of that one scene, I think it's like the third Resident Evil movie, where the main character just like burns all the birds. They're all like floating around. It's like the zombie birds. That's what this reminds me of.
Al! Al, I am so glad you're here. A couple of them got in here before I blocked the chimney. This isn't normal. These birds are weird.
What gave that away? I'll admit, this part's kind of a pain in the butt. Flare gun ammo? Where's the flare gun ammo? When you hear that cry, like that real deep thing, that's when you just want to or evade. And just like that, they vanish. It's all too quiet.
Hey, Al. I'm sorry for thinking you were having a psychotic episode, man.
I sent Barry to the town to ask around about a man fitting the kidnapper's description. He'd go through the archives of the local paper. Perhaps he could learn something. Anything about the island and the cabin that had disappeared. The man wanted a manuscript. I had to try to write him one to get Alice back. For me, the supernatural had always been nothing but a metaphor for the human psyche, a tool to use in writing fiction. Now, it was happening for real, and I couldn't put a single word on paper.
Barry Wheeler speaking.
This is Rose.
Rose?
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Oh, you sweet, brilliant girl.
Could you and Mr. Wake come get them? I live in the trailer park outside to town.
We'll be there in less than an hour. See you soon.
Have a great day. Hope you come back soon. Welcome to the
Oh Dear Diner.
Good girl.
Such a creepy look on her face. So creepy.
Come here.
That's the end of, I think it's chapter 2. We're not going to stop yet. We'll at least start the next chapter. Or episode, I should say.
Previously on Alan Wake, Alice has been kidnapped.
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
I can't tell anyone except my agent Barry.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her.
You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head.
The ransom is a manuscript I supposedly wrote that's coming true before my eyes.
It happened just the way it was on that page. So dark.
I have found only a few scattered pages.
I want the entire manuscript.
The deadline is in 2 days.
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Good girl.
How the hell did she get her hands on the manuscript anyway?
I don't know. She's resourceful. I told you were too hard on her. Listen, I found out all sorts of interesting stuff while I was digging around.
Yeah.
Mr. Wake, it's Sheriff Breaker. We have an FBI agent here, Agent Nightingale.
FBI?
He's anxious to see you. You'd better come to the station.
Okay, I'll be right over, Sheriff. Let's make this quick, huh?
Help you folks? Name's Randolph. I'm the manager.
We're looking for Rose.
The
Works
hell
as a
is-
waitress down at the diner?
Rose, sure. Nice girl. Who wants to know?
I'm Alan Wake.
The writer, huh? I heard on the radio you were visiting. Well, I'll show you her trailer. That Rose, she's a nice girl. Always pays her rent on time.
As I was saying, Al, I found all sorts of weird stuff from the local newspaper's archives. This place is crazy. Disappearances, mysterious deaths, urban legends come true, and get this, most of this stuff takes place around Cauldron Lake.
Well, you ain't wrong, mister. The Indians thought the lake was a doorway to the underworld. I'm the God-fearing type myself. I don't hold with that sort of thing.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, there was an island there owned by a guy called Thomas Zane. Now, some of the articles I found about him make him out to be a famous writer, but I ran a bunch of searches, couldn't find a single thing he wrote. Zane was heavily into diving, so much so that the place came to be called Diver's Isle. But the volcano under the lake erupted in 1970, and Zane went down with the island.
Interesting.
Yeah, how about that? It was there in the morning, as if it had fallen from the sky. But it would take a tornado to lift something like that. We're damn lucky it didn't crush any of the trailers.
Not random or anything.
It gets better. A local girl, Barbara Jagger, drowned in Cauldron Lake just a week earlier. They were lovers.
Sure, Jagger's a local spook story. The Scratching Hag comes for you in the dark. Childish stuff like that.
Anyway, Al, I'm just getting to the best part.
Ow!
All the articles about this stuff were written by Cynthia Weaver. I asked around, and she's that crazy bag lady you met.
What, the lamp lady? She can be a little loopy, but she's not homeless or anything.
Yeah, anyway, she knew both Jagger and Zane before they both died, and she had some kind of a breakdown.
Well, mister, this here's Rose's trailer. You mind me asking what you want with her?
We're just here to talk to her, pal.
Welcome to... Oh dear, Mr. Wake. I'm so glad you're here.
Like, you can't tell there's something off here.
Oh. Oh, yes. Yes. Please, come in.
It's not suspicious or anything.
Hey, this is really good. Rose.
Yes.
My manuscript. I really need it.
I understand. I know what you need. A muse to inspire you.
Oh, for Barry. She doesn't have anything.
Yeah, hey, Al? Al, what's... Oh...
Barry! What? What?
It's coming for you, hiding in my barber's skin. I'm too weak to stop it. You must turn the lights on.
I promised I'd come visit you and your lovely wife. You must finish what you started. I insist.
You must turn the lights on. Turn the light on.
Back to work, boy.
I felt nauseous, hungover. Only anger kept me going.
I can't tell reality from dream anymore, but it seems I have an imaginary editor to help me. She's an old woman in a funeral dress. I call her Barbara Jagger. She's very strict. I'm writing faster and faster. My manuscript is being heavily revised. The edits are getting very aggressive, and each day there's less of me and more of her. I hate it, but I know she's right. She promises me I can save Alice this way. She knows more of this than I do. About the complex incantation I'm attempting. About this place. She's worked with another writer under similar circumstances, Thomas Zane. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I'm getting close. I can feel it.
I think it's already branched into
Rose took a
possible
day
horror,
from me. I had less than 12
horror
hours
story.
left to meet the kidnapper. All I could do was get Barry into the car, work something out once I got on the road.
Cooking with corn, 72 tasty recipes. I always love looking at props like that, just see what the developers came up with.
Barry was out of it. He was way too heavy to carry.
You're right. I deserve more money. I'm so handsome.
Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner. What can I get you today? Coffee?
I couldn't work up much hate for Rose. Something had used her to get to me and left its mark.
First refill is free. Milk and sugar on the counter there. Would you like to hear today's specials? Thank you. A nice day. Come back soon.
My gun and flashlight were gone. I'd have to find a way to get Barry into the car as quickly as possible. There was no time to waste. Mr. Randolph liked Rose. That little smile she had. How she was still sweet when life had tried so hard to make her bitter. It wasn't any of his business what she did in her trailer. But those strangers, the writer and his smart-ass sidekick, looked like trouble. and they'd been in there for hours, way past her normal bedtime. He reached for the phone and called the sheriff's station.
Oh, this is gonna go well. The police are involved.
I just stepped outside to catch a breath of fresh air. Let me tell you, the weather's getting heavy. Nights like this make me especially glad I'm here talking to you and not home in bed. Once the weather takes a turn like this, I can't sleep at all. It's all tangled bed sheets and dark thoughts, punctuated by the occasional plunge into nightmare. Is it just me? Well, perhaps it is. But I hope I can make the night a little bit easier to get through. Caller, you're on KBF FM.
Hey, Pat, it's Walt Snyder.
What's on your mind, Walt?
Well, I am the way you are, but, well, I can't sleep either, you know? I just been staring out the window here, trying to make sense of it all, but, I ain't been drinking either, you know? I just...
Well, you sound like a man with a problem, Walt.
I had argument with Danny. You know Danny, and, then I got in trouble with the law, you know, and, I'm just, well...
I heard something like that, Walt.
Yeah, well, you know, Danny's my best friend, and, they let me out on bail today, and now I'm just alone here at the window, you know, waiting. Man, and there's something in the air tonight, man.
I was just outside looking up at the sky above our broadcast tower thinking the same thing. What are you waiting for, Walt?
I don't know. You know, something's gonna happen. You know, I think I better go.
Well, Walt, maybe...
No, thanks, Pat.
Well, good luck to you, Walt. Hang in there. Let's take a little break, folks. This weather's really something else, huh?
Yeah, it's just a little, dark, dangerous. People trying to kill me.
Oh, you're gonna get it now. God knows what you've done to that poor girl.
This is Agent Nightingale, FBI! Get him up, Hemingway! You're under arrest! You move a muscle, I'll unload right in your goddamn face! Stay right where you are, Spillane!
It's turning to Max Payne. Got the ball time going.
What are? I'm standing right here, you goddamn maniac!
I hated to leave Barry behind, but there was no way I'd miss my appointment with the kidnapper.
Alright, this I think is going to be a good place to stop, because I'm starting to get hungry. We'll pick up part 3 within a few days, that me thinks. Because the quicker I get through this, the sooner I get to Alan Wake 2, and I'm really looking forward to that, even though this is a fantastic game on its own right. So back to the menu. So thanks guys so very much for watching. Hope you guys enjoy it. I know, again, this game is fantastic. The gameplay isn't anything like, I mean, it is really good. It's unique with the flashlight, but it won't blow your brain or anything. I mean, the story is what keeps you going. You just want to see what's going on. But yeah, we're gonna stop here. You guys on Twitch, do me a favor. Check me out on YouTube. Could use the views. Get a little bit of side money in there for you guys on YouTube. Thanks again so very much for watching. Yeah. If you guys have any suggestions of games that I should play after I'm done with Alan Wake, please send them my way. Until next time, happy fragging.
you